Welcome to Cedar Club, Quincy's favorite local bar. A friendly corner bar with a laid-back atmosphere and affordable drinks. It's the perfect spot for a great time. With entertainment galore, including shuffleboard, golden tee, pool, foosball, and winning gaming machines. Cedar Club's latest edition is the best spot to catch your favorite game. Great drinks, great friends, and great times. Cedar Club, 20th and Cedar in Quincy. Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Today I have the distinct pleasure of sitting down with Mr. Paul Hathaway with No Limits Ministry, and you are the director of No Limits Ministry.
Yes.
And I said I wasn't going to embarrass you because I know you're very humble about this, but you created this thing, right?
Yes.
So before we get into the very, very awesome event that's coming up shortly, let's talk about the origins of No Limits and kind of the why behind it.
Yeah. So No Limits started about 3 years ago. My brother Ben has Down syndrome, so that's the reason of the ministry itself, just to help families that are affected by disability, also provide outreach for the church through volunteer positions and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you saw a need in the community, and you were a very young man when you started this, right?
Yes, 15 at the time, yes.
That's incredible. How did you start? How did you even start? I mean, I know the why behind it, but how did you even go about starting something like this?
Yeah, well, I went to the crossing, and I thought they were going to shoot me down 100%. I was like, I'm 15 years old. My Nana drives me around. Like, I'm not, nothing's going to happen.
God bless Nana.
Yeah. But I just went up to somebody. Her name was Holly. She worked at the crossing at the time, and just asked. And we started having meetings, probably prepped for 2 to 4 months, somewhere in that time frame. Just got stuff going. The legal side of everything is through the crossing, got all that figured out, and then just started in January 2022.
Love it.
Yeah.
And providing outreach and awareness and bringing resources together with families who experience disability in one form or another.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. I think it's definitely a resource that any community, it's beneficial to any community.
Yeah.
But not only do you provide resources, you do these great events, which is kind of the meat and potatoes of why we're here today.
Correct.
Prom Unlimited.
Yes.
Prom Unlimited. Unlimited. That's a mouthful. Prom Unlimited. Maybe I need more coffee. Anyway, so great event. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so Prom Unlimited is very similar to an event called Night to Shine. We based some of it off of that, which was here in Quincy maybe 2019 and before through the Tim Tebow Foundation. And we, like I said, are very similar to that. It's a dance, a prom night for teens and adults with special needs. They get to sign up. They get to come with their families if they want to. If the parents want to use it as a parents' night out, that works as well. Regardless, they'll be buddied. They'll have a one-on-one buddy, and they'll just go through the night. We have a dinner that's served by volunteers, and we have the prom. We have all the photo booths and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, the full experience.
Yes,
I love it.
Yes.
And it's free, right?
Yes, all free. Free for volunteers, free for guests, family, anyone who wants to come.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So a full-on prom experience that's very all-inclusive. Love it. And it's free, which is that's incredible.
It's a kicker.
It is. Yeah. It's incredible. So everybody is welcome. Now, you mentioned buddies. We want everybody to experience the night to its, fullest capacity. So having people to kind of help guide in the right direction, those range in age from what?
Buddies. We have, 9-10-year-olds that are not necessarily buddies, but maybe they'll serve dinner with their family. We have a lot of families that come and help together. And then we have, a lot of elderly people that'll volunteer and, with disabilities that'll attend as well. So,
gotcha.
we have, at the event, we'll have from toddlers to, however old it gets.
That's incredible. Yeah, I was going to say, so there's no age limit for attendees. Buddies, of course, you're going to have, people that can help, right? But those can be younger folks as well to get included.
Yeah.
And just kind of bring some awareness, but also have a fun night.
Yes.
So then how do you, we all know nothing's free. How do you put something like this on but not charge folks?
Yeah, so we have a lot of help. Initially, the crossing helped us. Now we're pretty I don't know, pretty much on our own now.
Yeah.
We for this prom specifically, the Tracy Family Foundation was a huge help.
We love the Tracy Family Foundation.
I know Hilbing was a huge help. Hilbing Auto Body, Carter's Coffee Bar was a huge help. So we just have some different businesses in the community, some different churches that'll give to it as well.
That's excellent. So the prom is coming up. It's February 1st. Okay. The only thing you ask is that people RSVP, right?
Correct.
And where would they do that?
You can do that through the Crossing. I think the easiest way to find it is just look up the Crossing or go to the Crossing's Facebook.
Okay.
And they'll get you in touch with me.
Okay.
Or you can go to the No Limit Special Needs Facebook page as well, or No Limit Special Needs website. I mean, it all leads to the same place.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then you just go and register free of charge. Can you also register to be a buddy there as well?
Yeah, so
Okay.
there's 2 separate registrations that are distinct.
Okay.
And yeah, it's easy to find once you go looking.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And it's at the Crossing, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So one more time, run through the details of Prom Unlimited.
Yes, so it is February 1st,
Uh-huh.
less than a month away now, from 5 to 8 p.m. for guests and families. For volunteers, it starts at 4. We need all the help we can get. We need hundreds and hundreds of volunteers this year to well serve our guests and families. And I believe it's a great experience for anybody, no matter ability or age. I think everybody has a place and can play a part. For volunteers, we can also partner and do community service hours and things like that as well. So
Love it.
yeah.
Yeah. And you had a huge turnout last year. We talked last year about this.
Yes.
And you had, I mean, it
Oh, my.
totally blew your mind, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. We expected like 200 to 250 is what we were planning for food and all this stuff, and we ended up having, I think, over 500, maybe
That's
550.
incredible.
Yeah,
And
insane.
we're hoping to surpass that this year, right?
That's the goal, yes.
So make sure you get registered, whether you would like to attend for, a fun night, of course, Prom Unlimited, or if you'd like to be a buddy, or if you want more information about No Limits Ministry or what Paul and crew are doing. It's just outstanding what you're doing for our community. So I'll go ahead and say thank you.
Well, thank you.
And good luck. I know this is going to be a great event. I do encourage everyone to get registered to be a buddy. I think it would be an incredible, very impactful experience.
Very.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate everything you're doing.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Coming up next, I sit down with DOB. We talk about scams and how to avoid them. Stay tuned.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center. Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
Welcome out to Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer and it feels so right. I'll meet you out on Broadway underneath Shamrock Light. We're gonna have a good time on the patio tonight. There's a party down at Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer on a champagne night. But feeling all alone and you got no place to go, so come down here and drink a beer on Kelly's patio. Kelly's a fun place to eat and drink. 2902 Broadway.
And welcome back. Joining me now, D.O.B. with the BBB. What's going on, Don O'Brien?
Happy New Year. Can we still
Happy
say
New
that?
Year.
Is it too late in the year to say
no,
Happy
I'm going
New
to
Year?
say it until, until Valentine's Day, because that's like the
Wow.
next, yeah. I mean,
I
we
think
still have
that's a
our
little
tree up, so,
This was
come
a
on.
Seinfeld once. They talked about how long you could say Happy New Year.
Really?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
Maybe I'm misremembering that, but
Well, how long did they say? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I think
least 2
like
weeks?
the 15th is probably the cutoff.
All right. Well, we're still.
Or Martin Luther King Day maybe the cutoff.
There you go. Yeah, we're good. We still got some time. Anyway, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
And it's important to, still celebrate the new year, because that means we're celebrating how to stay scam free.
So are you now we talked about, we had resolutions for you last
Yeah.
year, and obviously the people who watch us every week know that we went over your, a couple weeks ago we
Yes.
went over your resolutions, and you did very good in 2024.
Yeah, I did. And I wasn't even lying.
No.
No.
So we got some new things for you in 2025.
Okay.
We've expanded our list. If you want to see things, go to bbb.org. You can see all of these things. If you want to be fraud-free in the new year,
Yes.
these are things you need to do.
Okay.
So here's a couple things that we didn't talk about previously that I want you to really concentrate on this year. We're going to make Ashley a better consumer again.
Yes.
In 2025.
You can always be better.
Because I think you made a lot of progress from January to
Oh,
December
100%.
last year.
Yeah, I think it was leaps and bounds. I mean, I would have been totally hosed in 2023 if I would have.
So,
okay.
I want you to avoid sending money to strangers
Okay,
this year.
this is a good one. Real quick, and we don't have to go into too much depth on a lot of these, but Venmo has become, very prominent in the world of sending money to one
Mm-hmm.
another. And a lot of times you are sending money to people you may or may not know, and they're sending you their Venmo, right?
Yes.
And then sometimes it asks you for the last 4 digits of their phone number, which I think is incredible.
That's a security measure.
Yes.
So you're sending it to the right.
Yes.
There may be many other Ashley
Yes.
Conrads out there, or
But
Don O'Brien.
you can surpass that. Like, you can just not do that.
Correct.
I recommend getting those 4 digits.
Yes.
It may take a little bit longer to send or receive money, but get those 4 digits.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Onward.
So, and again, you're doing the right thing. You're figuring out who you're sending the money to.
Yeah.
We see this a lot of times, especially with if you go on to any kind of social media marketplace, your
Yep.
TikTok marketplace or your Facebook marketplace or whatever you might do, and you're buying something from someone you don't know.
Right.
Those people that have those, we'll call them maybe virtual yard sales or garage sales,
Yep.
where they put a bunch of stuff up and you don't know them, and you're like, okay, I'll send this to you if, you can do a porch pickup or whatever. But anyway, be careful who you send money to. Only send money to people you know. And if they come demanding money out of you and you don't think you owe that money, like this time of year, we're going to see reports of people, because it's cold out, they're going to get text messages saying, oh, this is Ameren, you haven't paid your bill.
Yeah.
Pay us now or else we're shutting you off.
Yeah.
None of that happens. Ameren's never going to text you like
Right.
that. But again, you're going to be sending money to a person you don't know, and it's going to be through those electronic forms of payment. So again, avoid sending money to strangers. That's something that I want you to work on.
Real quick, I got a
year.
text message.
Yes.
It was like a meme, and it said, you owe me $500 in Walmart gift cards. This is the IRS, or you'll be under the rest. The
Yes.
rest.
Yes.
It's just a meme, but it goes to show you how just asinine some of these things are. But people fall for them because
People do
it's
fall. If
yeah.
they didn't send it, if it didn't work, they wouldn't send them.
Yes, and IRS will never send you a text either. That's why I wanted to say that. Okay, go
Number
ahead.
2 thing I want you to work on this year is I want you to get everything in writing.
Yeah.
If you're going to deal with, if you have somebody who right now, if you have a plow company that's going to come and plow your driveway while
Yeah.
it's snowing, or if they're going to do, a new roof on your house, or, even if they're going to come cut your tree down.
Yeah.
Get all that in writing, because you can't imagine the number of people who come to us at Better Business Bureau with these verbal agreements. And they said, well, Joe said he was going to cut down my tree for $1,000. I gave Joe my $1,000 and Joe never came back.
Right.
Well, if you'd had that in writing,
Yeah.
again, never pay for anything up front. That's
Right,
a whole
right,
other
right.
thing.
Yeah.
But everything you do, whether it's, again, those little things to obviously bigger things, if you're going to, have somebody come in and, build a new kitchen for you or whatever that
Sure.
might be, new HVAC system put into your residence. Always get that in writing. Always know what warranties are out there. Start date, end dates. How you're going to pay for it. Make sure all that's in writing, so that way both sides are covered.
Yep.
Rather than just sitting out there and space with these verbal agreements.
Right.
Verbal agreements bad.
Yeah.
In contract.
Gentleman's
in writing.
handshake isn't a good thing, and it can be especially dangerous in a small community because you know a lot of people, and he knows him, and this is his friend, and he blah 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 blah, and then before you know it, you're screwed. So yeah, contract. Yeah.
Get it in writing.
Yes.
Get it in writing. You did a really good job of this, but I want to make sure that we get other people to do this. I want you to be social media smart in 2025.
Yep.
Ashley's only going to accept friends who she knows online. You are going to, if you see something on that Facebook Marketplace or that TikTok shop, you're going to look in to see who that person is before if it's a legitimate shop or not.
Yeah.
You can't imagine the number. Of course, the scammers have different routes for different people. For us, older folks are going to go through Facebook, excuse me.
Yeah.
For the younger folks, they're going to go through TikTok.
Okay.
And they're going to, they have shops set up, and they're going to have these great products which look great, but they either A, never send them, or B, they're not what they, it may look great on that model that's in the TikTok video, but then when you get it, it's nothing like it's reported. So we want you to be social media smart in 2025.
Yes, and also I'll take it a step further. So I keep seeing these things, like there was a post of a baby shared, and it was like, last seen, Mount Sterling, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Come
Stop.
on. Okay,
Yes.
so then I report the post, right?
You can do that.
Not the poster, but the actual post. So I'm not like saying, oh, this person is a danger to,
Yeah, that's a think before you share.
Yes, that's okay. But then you also comment scam, delete, because some people, then you share, and it may seem like a harmless thing, but before you know it, you're hacked, and then who knows what information is stolen.
If you see a post like that on any of these like neighborhood groups that are on Facebook, this is primarily a Facebook problem, and they don't allow commenting, that's 100% sign that it's a red flag and a scam. So that's another one. And one last one for everybody, we want you to stay up on the latest scams. And how do you stay up on the latest scams? By watching you and me every week.
Or going to bbb.org,
Yes.
The scam tracker. It's really interesting, even if you aren't super concerned with scams, which everybody should be, but you can go and check out what's been going on in the world of scams. It's just really interesting to see what's out there. Also, it kind of gives you a leg up when you're, perusing the internet in one fashion or another, or when you're talking to, let's say your mom or dad or grandparents or, neighbors that maybe you can just be like, hey, heads up, I saw this new thing that, maybe you just want to be a little more diligent about.
And the one thing with our scam tracker now is that now in the last 12, 18 months or so, every one of the scam tracker reports are individually indexed on Google.
Yeah.
So what we do is we see a lot of online shopping scams and online shopping websites that are not legitimate. Well, you may see those names popping up in that scam tracker.
Yeah.
So I just earlier this week, a woman from Pittsfield had been compromised in a online shopping scam, and we put that information online because she wanted to make sure that other people who may go to this website didn't spend $60 like her and not get anything back. So the scam tracker can be a very, very valuable tool for you. It's at bbb.org, and it doesn't cost you a penny to use.
Not a penny.
Nope.
Yeah. Real quick before we go, I want to shout out your awesome shirt your wifey Pooh got for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, it's awesome. And I wanted to ask one question. Do you have a contract in writing with Snow Daddy? Hey, look here. You heard it here, folks. First, folks, you got to get that. What is it? Like a case of beer or something you guys get?
A 30-pack of a Busch Light. When it snows, you'll see me at the local markets buying a 30-pack. That's for Snow Daddy.
Okay, that's a gentleman's agreement. I think we can all believe in, right?
Correct.
Love it. Well, again, Happy New Year. We want you all to stay scam-free, fraud-free in 2025. Follow these tips and tricks, but also just be diligent. And if you have any questions, reach out to Don. Go to the website. Just stay abreast of all of the things that are happening, because there are new ones happening every day, and it seems like there's new opportunities to get screwed every day. And we all want to be, we all work too hard for our money and our time. So we got to keep it.
We want to, you work hard for your money. We want to make sure you're dealing with good businesses and good charities and everything else. That's what BBB is all about.
Love it. DOB, thank you so much.
You
Always
me.
a joy having you. Looking forward to next week.
Thank you.
All right. See you later. All right. I think that does it for today's Daily Muddy. We'll catch you here tomorrow for Club.